Enablers, a firm run by former SEBI Chief M Damodaran, has released its annual corporate governance survey. India Inc. has made significant improvements on some parameters, but there's a long way to go still. Ritu Singh is here with the highlights.
Well, first, this survey on corporate governance by Excellence Enablers considers India's top 100 listed companies by market cap, and the findings are based on annual reports and website disclosures. It finds that in FY23, there were 6 companies from this set of 100 which failed to comply with norms that require listed companies to have at least a third of their directors as independent directors on the board. This is up from 1 company in FY22, but down from 17 that were non-compliant in FY21. There were 35 companies that had not separated the positions of chairman and MD CEO as of FY23, including 25 non-PSU companies. If you look at gender diversity on boards, the survey finds that there were 2 companies, including 1 public sector bank and another public company, which did not have a single woman independent director on their board in FY23. But this has improved a bit from 15 non-compliant companies that we had in FY19. Now, there are 37 companies that just meet the criteria with 1 woman director, and only 61 companies that have 2 or more women directors as of FY23. In absolute numbers across these 100 companies, there were a total of 149 women independent directors in FY23, up from 109 in FY19, and on average, 19% of total directors were women in FY23 compared to 15% in FY19, and 26% of total independent directors were women in FY23, up from 19% in FY19. So one could say the representation of women on the boards of these companies has somewhat improved in the past 5 years, but it is still far from ideal. A quick word on the top risks identified by these companies. The top one is financial, followed by operational, information technology, regulatory, ESG related, and so on. But I suspect the regulatory risk may be higher up on this list next year.
Right. Thank you, Ritu, for that. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Business 360. More news and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned.